Hey folks, it's Chad here, Airstream in Greensboro. I've got Laura behind the camera. And behind us we have the all-new 2025 Classic 33 front bed, and this is the twin bed version. We are going to do a walk around of Airstream's pinnacle of travel trailers now. Okay folks, this is the quick walk of the Classic 33. We are going to post a full in-depth review later, so be sure to subscribe so you can see that. And starting with the 33-foot Classic, on the front, it's going to look pretty much like an Airstream, obviously, but the Classic does give you this additional kind of blacked out bottom part of the rock guard that looks really nice, and it's very tasteful, but it does give it a little bit of a difference when it comes to the other, floor plans and other models that are out there. Now, with it being a front bed, you are going to have the storage up front. And then this is a twin bed model, so we'll actually have storage on each side as well. We're also going to have two Battleborn batteries right here on the inside, 100 amp hours each, so a total of 200 amp hours. And then the Classic also gets an upgraded propane tank, still 30 pounds, but two 30-pound propane tanks with the gauges on top so you can see how much is in there. Power ton jack as well. And then also with the 33, you're going to get literally the longest awning that Airstream is currently producing on the 33 foot, and that's because Airstream always takes the awning from end cap to end cap, so whatever the length is, that's what you're going to get. So the 33 foot gets a massive awning, a huge space underneath. We have the aluminum steps. The 2025 is also getting an upgraded Audi system. This is the outlet, furnace outlet for that hot water, or hot water and furnace. We also have power out here. Now, this is not the trade one, so that's only going to have power when you're plugged into shore power. We also have a really cool backlit handle, and kind of very much like a motorhome diesel pusher style handle. And we have the super cool doorbell. Now, these three windows here will open, as well as that one on the front. The dinette's going to be right there, so you are able to look out that window as you're seeing the dinette. And then one of the things you also get with the Classic is 16-inch wheels and tires. Now, this particular Classic already has a home to go to, and we've already installed the 3-inch lift kit. So if you want to know what that looks like, that's basically what it's going to look like when you do the 3-inch lift kit. We're also going to get Michelin tires, which are LT 225 775 R16s, and then the aluminum wheels. And then of course this does have the Dexter axle, and one of the new things for 2025 is Dexter's ABS and sway control mitigation system. The Classic now has that for the 2025 model year. Watch that long video, because we'll talk more about that when we do the full in-depth video later. Now, coming back, we're also going to have these little cool storage areas. Of course, it's going to be wet storage, but a great place to put a chalk, leveling chalks, that type of stuff fit in there quite well. And then coming around to the back, watch your head. We're going to have an extra storage here in the back on the 33, which is nice to have that, because any outside storage you can get on an Airstream is going to be useful storage. And then of course we have the bumper storage that you get on pretty much every Airstream. Now, the other thing I will mention with this having the 3-inch lift kit as well as the 16-inch tires is equivalent. It's basically a 4-inch lift. I'm also standing kind of downhill, so it's not really this tall in person if you're more on the level grounds as far as height goes. But this is sitting quite a bit high, or higher than your kind of normal travel trailer, simply because it's got the 3-inch lift plus the 16-inch tires. Now, we also installed the torque lift aftermarket dealer installed option for the hitch receiver, which will allow you to have your bikes on there. Basically, your limit or your max is 300 pounds. So anything 300 pounds or less, you can use that for. It is not for towing. Don't tell your golf cart behind your Airstream. Okay, now moving around to the side, we're going to have our gray and black tank dumps here. Now, one of the things unique on the Classic, those valves are actually up into the tank area, because Airstream does consider this to be one of their full-time capable Airstreams, and there's some things that they did to make that possible. We also have our coax and RJ45 input, which you can use for things like Starlink. And of course, we have the really nice cast aluminum smart plug covers, super nice. And you're going to notice that about the Classic. The Classic is Airstream's pinnacle of travel trailers. So everything is going to be elevated one notch higher than anything else that they're currently doing. So we have the city feel there, which does have the pressure regulator built in. The black tank flush is right there. And then we also have another little storage compartment. Again, you can never have too much outside storage. And then we have a freshwater fill, again, stainless steel cover instead of the plastic, which is what you would get everywhere else. And then you've got your fill for your fresh water. You have your smart plug, which is 50 amp, of course, on the Classic. We also have an upgraded outside faucet. Again, stainless steel door, and then a little bit nicer faucet than what you get on the other floor plans. And then we have our controls for our power stabilizers, which are standard on the Classic, and it's actually a little bit nicer switch than what you would get on, say, the Globetrotter. And of course, the really nice stainless steel cover for that as well, because of course we cannot have plastic on the Classic. That kind of rhymed. All right, and then we've got more little low storage here, which is great. And then on this side we've got our outside storage, and then that's the 50 amp plug that comes with the camper. Of course, we've got a service plug plugged in. Now, something I want to show you, I'm going to have Laura swing around, is this device here. So this is part of Dexter's ABS and sway control system. These lights will show you things and indicate things about the system, predominantly that it's functioning correctly. It does a self-test every time you turn it on. Now, it does not normally look like this. This is custom for Airstream with this really nice cast aluminum cover with the lights on here. It's usually kind of a black looking thing that's not quite as elegant as Airstream's version of it. And then we also have our window awning package on the Airstream, which is standard for the Classic. And then this would be your fabric that you would get with this particular color package, which you'll see when we get inside. So that is the outside of the all-new 2025 Classic 33 front bed. We're going to walk inside and show you this incredible 33-foot floor plan now. Now, moving inside, we do get the new door lock that happened. This is a changeover for 2024.5. But one thing I do like, it shuts much easier than the old door handle. And of course, it won't lock you out. Now, going inside, I'm going to take my shoes off on this one because it's already got a home to go to. So come on inside to the incredible 2025 Classic 33 front bed. Now, this will be a split where the bedroom is going to be in the front and you have this huge bathroom in the back. We also have an incredible power dinette. The dinette will go down and then you can make that into a sleeping area. We also have a really nice sofa with a pull down, so you have, you know, a little spot for your armrest. And of course, it is going to be a recliner. Now, it only moves up here on the sofa. The back part doesn't go down, just with the amount of space that we have here. That's not possible. And I will say, this is comfortable for Airstream. Like, this isn't going to be your lazy boy at home, but with the, like, say the International Flying Cloud, like, this is very comfortable, and you have the powered sofa. Now, a huge improvement for 2025. Airstream has fixed two of my biggest, I don't know, complaints or faults or whatever with the Classic 33-foot. I'm going to have Laura point at those windows there to show you the first. Now, this whole section here is new. This was a little desk that they did previously. Now you're going to have more storage. We also have this new Eclipse soundbar, which looks cool and sounds incredible. And hidden right there is going to be a televator TV. How cool is this? So you now have a 4K TV that will pop up when you need it. And the cool thing, because before they were done a projector, and the projector screen would kind of come down, and during the day it honestly was a little hard to see. And if you wanted to watch morning TV, watch the Today Show, whatever it might be, it could be a little challenging with the projector. And then you also had a projector hanging down right here below the compartment storage area here. Now that projector is gone, we have a nice, really nice 4K TV. It's a Samsung TV that's on the televator. And when you don't want it up, well, it's simple. You just hit the button, number 2, and it's going to start going down. I'm not exactly sure what that counter counts to, because it's different, I feel like, every time. But 2 is already programmed to be down. 1 is programmed to be up. And then you can actually raise it to whatever level you want it to be, or lower it to whatever level you want it to be. But what's so nice is now that TV is gone, if you're not going to watch TV, you have your windows that you can see outside. You still have the sound bar if you want to use that. And there's still a actual stereo for the whole RV2 up here, which I'll show you in a second. Now, let's show you the new storage underneath. So we're going to have 2 levels of shelves there, fairly deep, about half an arm. And then on this side, we're going to have storage again, but then oh, I think this is the access panel. Yeah. Let's see what's in. Well, come back for the long video, we'll figure out what that is. But we've got storage here, so lots of storage now in the front. Of course, there has to be room back there for the TV, so you're not going to have storage all the way back. And then there's also the Aldi radiant heat system. So the reason that this is open here is to allow that heat to come up. We also have in the Classic now for a few years the Roman shades. I really like these. I think they function super well. They look elegant. Now they're not powered, and I know a lot of people like powered, but the thing about powered is powered things break. So I like that that doesn't have a little motor in each of the
shades.
Shades, thanks. Now this is the other area. Before I even open that, this was another area that I wasn't a fan of on the 2024 Classic. I love what they've done on the 2025 Classic. Open these up. We've now moved the radio into here, as well as our plugs for HDMI and your RJ45 that goes to the outside, and then your USB that goes to the back of the radio. We do have a new Eclipse radio for the inside, and again, it sounds fantastic. The only thing I've noticed so far, this doesn't have Sirius XM, where the outgoing radio did have Sirius XM, but it does have Bluetooth, FM, AM. I think most people are streaming now with their phones, so it not having Sirius may not be that big of a deal. But I like how this is now pushed into the cabinet, so if you wanted to add Starlink modem up here, it's out of the way. You can shut this door and you don't see it, where previously it was visible no matter what. So I love that they did that. We do have the soft closed hinges. You're also going to have hardwood, solid hardwood door fronts and cabinet fronts, and then your light Italian plywood on the back side. Now let me show you. Did I miss something?
Cabinets are lit, right?
Yeah. Yep. They got the little push button.
Kind of see when he closed it that it started to, the light turned off.
Definitely lit on the Classic. And then for the dinette, very comfortable 4-seat dinette. You can easily fit 4 adults here. No problem at all. Now moving over to the kitchen area, again, we're going to have lots of storage above. You're also going to have a super nice stainless steel undermounted sink. Of course, with a residential style faucet. You've got a spot for your wines to go there. Of course, if you're going to be traveling in a Classic, you've got to travel in a wine. Then we've got all kinds of storage in here. Lots of storage everywhere. So a very well equipped kitchen, 3-burner stovetop. You're also going to have a super nice large convection microwave, so you can do both with that. And then of course there's a little bit of storage underneath, which is super nice. And then we have the pull out. This is updated a little bit. This used to be a door that opened and then you pulled it out. I like that it's one function. You're not having to do 2 things. We have a little bit of storage there. And then this is going to be, with it being a 33 foot, you're going to have a 10 cubic foot fridge. So quite a bit bigger than most of your other floor plans, and that sucker is cold and on right now. And moving into the bedroom area, you do have a queen bed option. Now this is going to be the twin bed, which of course I do prefer, but I think the queen bed is fine in the longer floor plans. We are going to have storage up here in the twin bed that you don't get in the queen, and that can be converted to a wardrobe or the shelves there. And we also have storage up here in the cabinet. And if you remember that 5G antenna I spoke about, well, there's no longer a modem up here. This is one that we got from mobilemushaves.com just to kind of show you what it looked like. And this is a new program that they're doing called Roam Link. And if you're interested in getting that, we'll have a discount code down in the description. Go down there, grab that, and you can go there and get a discount. But this will come all for sale companies, all kinds of details. Go look at that there, but you'll need to bring your own device now to utilize that 5G antenna, and that's an example of how you could do that. But lots of storage up here. We're also going to have nice storage below that's actually pull-out drawers, which is super nice with those same hardwood door fronts that are painted white. There are 4 color options with the Classic as we swing around and move to probably the one thing that makes this floor plan the floor plan that people want, and that's the bathroom. Now, behind this wall is the bathroom, and you're ready for this bathroom. Are you ready for this bathroom? All right. The 33-foot Classics bathroom could be compared to a diesel. I wish you could see Laura's face. Hold on. Let's see Laura's face.
Amazing. It's huge.
It's huge. Could be compared to a diesel pusher bathroom. So come into this bathroom. It is well appointed. It is beautiful. There's a massive shower. There's a heated towel rack right there. There's storage literally everywhere that you could look for storage. And there is a massive shower in this bathroom. There's plenty of room, obviously, to do your business. There's lots of storage on top. The towel rack is right there in place. There's also that same radiant heat. And get this, there's a heated shower floor. So you don't have to get into a cold shower floor in your 33-foot Classic. Massive space. You could easily put 2 people in here if you wanted to. Don't get too crazy. And then we're also going to have a beautiful cedar lined closet that goes all the way across. So a massive amount of wardrobe storage in this particular camper. And one of the things I hadn't mentioned, and we'll do it real quick, with the 33-foot Classic and the 30 Classic, you're also getting a multiplex touch system that is now called My Airstream. So all throughout the coach, you're going to have really nice aluminum buttons that you can turn things on and off, turn all the overhead lights on, all the outside lights off. And then you also have this new updated My Airstream touch panel. It's not waking up. There it goes. That you're able to turn lights on and off. You can turn the AC on and off. All kinds of stuff that you can do. You can see propane tank levels, battery levels, TPMS information. It will also give you information and alerts about the system that you may want to take a look at. And then there's also an updated Aldi system for this. I think it's a little bit faster in heating up. And then the touchscreen, they say, is improved over the outgoing touchscreen for the Aldi. And it does look a lot newer. It's kind of in the, I'd say it came out of the 90s. It's now in the early 2000s as far as how it looks. But much easier to see what's happening, your outdoor temperature, indoor temperature, water heater, energy, all that kind of stuff. And you can easily turn that off. But a super cool system as far as the Audi is a radiant heat system. So you have radiators going all the way to the outer perimeter of the coach. And you'll get a very consistent heat in the winter time. But I mean, really, if you have an Airstream, you're leaving the winter and going to find spring, fall, and summertime. All right, folks, that is the 2025 Classic 33 front bed. Now, we are going to post shortly the long version of, or the full in-depth version of our walk around. And definitely watch out for that one, because we're going to open every door. We'll go through everything, talk about everything in depth about the 33-foot Classic. This one, we'll try to keep it quick. If you have any questions about the Classic, or really any Airstream, or if you're in the market for an Airstream, be sure to give me a call. My contact information is down in the description, and I'm a salesperson here at Airstream at Greensboro. I hope you guys are having a great week. You live riveted, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.